Welcome to the channel. We are discussing Fibonacci series, and in the previous tutorial we wrote a Python program to solve this problem using recursion. Today in this tutorial, let's see how this program works. Okay, here we have our program. This is function definition. So program execution begins here. First enter a number. Let's enter number as 3. Here we want to find f of 3, the number at the index 3 in the Fibonacci series. In the next line, result equal to Fibonacci of n. This is a function call. So when Python sees the function call, it executes its body. Here n value is 3. Next it will check if n is equal to 0. No. N is equal to 1. No. Python will execute next statement, return Fibonacci of n minus 1 plus Fibonacci of n minus 2. Here Fibonacci of n minus 1 is a function call. So this function calls itself with n minus 1, that is 3 minus 1, 2. When Python sees this function call, it will pause the execution of this function. First, it will execute this function call. To understand better, I'll show different function call in different slides. So now n value is 2 here. If n is equal to 0, no. If n is equal to 1, no. Then return Fibonacci of n minus 1 plus Fibonacci of n minus 2. Here Fibonacci of n minus 1, it is a function call. N value is 2, 2 minus 1 is 1. When Python sees this function call, it pauses the execution of this function and it will execute this function call. Here n value is 1. If n is equal to 0, no. N is equal to 1, yes. This condition is true, so it will return 1. After returning the value, this function will stop the execution. That function was called here. After executing this function body, this function returns value 1. Next, Python resumes the execution of this function when n is 2. Now Python knows the answer for this, plus Fibonacci of n minus 2. Here, this is another function call, n minus 2. Here n value is 2, 2 minus 2 is 0. When Python sees the function call, it will pause the execution of this function and it will execute this function call. So now here n value is 0. If n is equal to 0, yes, so it will return 0. Now this function will return 0 and stops the execution. So now Python knows the answer for this, that is 0. Now it can perform addition. So it will resume the execution of this function. Here 1 plus 0, that is 1. So this function will return 1 and it will stop the execution of this function. This was called here and return result is 1. Now Python resumes the execution of this. Next, plus Fibonacci of n minus 2. Here another function call. N value is 3, 3 minus 2 is 1. When Python sees this function call, it will pause the execution of this function and first it will execute this function call. Now n value is 1. If n is equal to 0, no. N is equal to 1, yes, return 1. So now this function will return 1 and stops the execution. Now Python knows the answer for this also. Now Python resumes the execution of this function. 1 plus 1, 2. It will return 2. After returning the value, it will stop the execution of this function. So this function was called here. So result becomes 2. Then it will print that result using print function. Okay, so this is how this Fibonacci program works. So that's it for now guys. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I'll meet you in next class. Till then, take care.